Our big story tonight, and what a response it's getting. Criminal charges could be coming against an expectant mother who overdosed on heroin. Tonight, Dayton police telling us 24-year-old Brittany McCoy, you just saw, unconscious and turning blue when she was discovered here in this parking lot. After medics revived her, McCoy told officers she was 2 months from delivering and admitted she was snorting and drinking all day, even though she knew she was endangering her unborn baby. Police tell us doctors at Miami Valley Hospital found McCoy's unborn baby did have a normal heartbeat, but they don't yet know if that child has sustained other injuries.
So difficult to hear stories like that. Well, mothers who use drugs and alcohol while pregnant can cause serious harm to their unborn babies that can last a lifetime.
Hello and a very warm welcome. Now, the statistics I'm about to reel off are not pretty, but do listen carefully because they signify a horrifying trend and one that we have to stop dead in its tracks. It's estimated that South African school children spend up to 7 billion rand a year, 7 billion rand a year on illegal substances. Children as young as 9 years old are using drugs and entering rehab centers. Drug abuse amongst kids has increased 5 times in just 6 years, and there's a growing development for children themselves to sell drugs on school premises.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and good day to all. My name is Ibrahim Dawood, and I am a director and one of the founder members of the Refocused Upliftment Foundation with the acronym RAUF. RAUF has been started or was formed in 1998 due to the scourge of substance abuse which came about after the 94 elections. Keeping in mind the success rate of 0 to 2% and the huge amount of money that's being spent in rehabilitation when you're talking about going to private rehabs has put us in a hell of a situation where we felt that we had to come up with something that can deliver the success rate that we want and also at the same time make it affordable for those who cannot afford it. So this has taken us on our tour countrywide, looking at researching international facilities, how they are being run and how we can up the success rate to about 80 to 90%.
Tabisa, have you thought about why teens experiment with drugs?
Children normally go to drugs because they don't get a lot of support at home, and maybe if they have troubles they go to drugs because like make them feel bitter and make them like be another person that they're not, and they feel that it makes them bitter. Child that takes drugs is usually vulnerable, doesn't have no friends and has troubles at home, and their parents like don't usually talk to that child, don't talk to her or him about his or her problem.
If you take drugs, you end up doing things that at the end of the day you'll regret. Because if you get caught while doing drugs, you can go to jail, and a lot of people don't want to go to jail, and you might get a sentence of like 10 years or something. And if you're a child and you do drugs, you might stay in jail till you're 25, and you don't really want to be brought up in a jail. You want to be brought up with your parents.
In 1998 we decided let's start on a small scale in Merebank. We took a little house and we were keeping them there, and in the interim at the same time we were running one support group in the Merebank area. Our research then of course took us to another level where we found that now we needed more place and we needed to get more program material so that we can create a better success rate. However, in 2001 we moved to Esapingo Beach where we could house more or less 25 people. We had bed space for 25, and then already we were sitting up with 30 or 40 people in this facility, which we thought was adequate for about 10 years. So the need grew, the demand grew, and we had to deliver. That took us to the next venture, and that was to purchase the property at Spencer Road, 233. It's a beautiful 8-acre property. It was developed. There was one little house there that we have developed. It has a dormitory that can accommodate 32 single beds. It has a kitchen, it has a prayer facility, it has our admin offices, it has a paraplegic toilet, the dining room, it has a lounge facility, it has a storage, and it has a big freezer.
I've been using crack cocaine for past 20 years. It gotten so bad that I ended up being homeless, living on the streets. I got involved into crime. As currently as I'm speaking, I have 7 criminal records because of my drug addiction. I was living on the streets of Durban in a place called Wunga Park, and there I got involved into smoking heroin, which is known as sugars. Currently now, I'm studying, which they are paying for my studies also. I'm completing my civil engineering. I'm starting to become a technician.
While I was in RAUF, my father passed away. When I look at myself and look around, there is no one anymore. My father, which used to help me, is not around anymore. When I look around, only the people of RAUF I saw next to me, and they told me, "You don't worry, we will hold your hand. As long as if you want to change, we are there for you. We are your parents now." So I thought about it and I embraced that. Up until now, I'm still with RAUF, and now I'm almost 6 years clean.
Sean is an addict from Joburg. He came to Durban 2 years ago.
You get Wunga and that's in Joburg. It's very expensive, about 100 Rand, 200. This side, you pick it up 20 Rand, a little bag.
Sean was one of the 2,000 addicts arrested during the Wunga Park raid in July.
I found the farm a relaxing environment, a spiritual environment, a place where you get time to spend time with yourself, to get to know yourself, because after all, the biggest thing for me in recovery is losing touch with yourself. Losing touch with yourself, losing touch with your religion, especially if you've got a serious addiction. You need time. You need time to get your thought processes right. You need time to get to know yourself. And you need time just to relate to all the things that we've done in our past.
Thereafter, we managed to secure a property in Amkumas, which is about a 27-acre farm, which we had found that was more suitable when it came to keeping inpatients. We found that if you keep them away in a very secluded, serene environment, which is not surrounded by too much of activities, where it's very serene and peaceful, we found that the farm will play a major role with regards to fulfilling our dreams. The farm was obviously totally, just bush, and then through the assistance of our very generous donors, we have managed to build a dormitory that can accommodate plus minus 60 people. There's a very nice, fully fitted kitchen, a dining hall, a salah facility with a masjid where 5 salahs and Jummah is being conducted. The supervisor has his own cottage, he has his own ensuite, he has his own house, he has his own space, he has his own kitchen. There's a female salah facility there. There is a little bakery that we are in the process of setting up. There is a nice storage room for storing all our veggies and our groceries. We have 6 big freezers that have been put on site to keep the meat. And of course, it was also set up so that we could do some farming for self-sustainability.
My name is Sabelo Lamini from Johannesburg, Soweto. I'm a heroin addict. Through RAUF, I tend to appreciate the Creator more. Because out there, I never went to church, I never prayed. But through RAUF, I came to realize that I have to be closer to my Creator. Number 1 rule of the farm is shut up and listen. Because if you shut up and listen, you listen to learn and learn to listen.
Learn to listen and listen to learn. So the opportunity is here, and make the best of this opportunity, because as I said, we don't even know if we're going to see tomorrow. But if your opportunity you take, make the best of it. We don't know where this road can take us. We rather stick by the people that know where this road is leading, or take our own road. We took us in a bush. We want to go to Cape Town. We take the Amkumas turn off and we go in the bush. Maybe it will come out in Cape Town. If you want to go to Cape Town and move on into certain, people will direct you. This is the right path that you're on. And that is why Uncle Brandon is here, to show you the right path.
I was stealing
used to take from the house. I used to rob people. The community was actually finished, tired of me being around. And then another thing is, I put my family's name down the drain because my mother's a big comrade of the ANC. But by me stealing, doing drugs, looking like a hobo, put the name down the drain and the family's name. And another thing is, at that time I thought, you know what, I'm stealing, people is not catching me, I'm taking things from the house, my parents are not arresting me, which means they're there for me, which was bullshit stories because they had love for me, but they never want to let me go to jail.
My wife and children walked out on me, and then I lost all hope. Then I lost my home. I finished up on the streets as a hobo. One day, while begging in the streets, I met these guys from RAUF. Being a hobo, and they still welcomed me with open arms. Then the farm in Amkomas came up. And when I saw the farm, I loved it. And shukr to Allah that He sent somebody with a kind heart. I don't want to mention his name. He came and looked at the place. He said, "Hey, what your guys need?" We say, "We need more rooms for the guys because we had like 35 guys sleeping in one room, and it was tight." And he put up a massive dormitories which can accommodate 60 guys. Built us a nice kitchen and put up a masjid there which can accommodate approximately 200 people. Dormitories, when we started, we got some guys, they came and marked our trench, but everything you see in the farm was done by the recoveries. Outside labor, we just had 2 bricklayers and the rest, the boys from the farm. Then we got a tractor. At the moment we are planting, and we're planting quite a bit of vegetables. We got our own irrigation system. The sprinklers is on, pipes. We do our own watering. We even got our own bore pump where we use our bore water for drinking and cooking and whatever. We're doing brinjals, tomatoes, dhania, red herbs, some green beans, some gadra beans. We started something new from this year. The mangoes, the green mangoes that we cut, we started making pickle, achas. At the moment, I made about 30 times 20 liters of mango pickles, which I'm sure we're going to put it on your tables this dinner. After breakfast, we get into the fields. We do at least 3 to 4 hours physical work, like planting and whatever it takes, to keep the place in shape. We must keep the boys busy at least 4 hours, physically.
All these facilities that we have has only been catering for males. What about the females? Something had to be done. So, thank God, Alhamdulillah, we've secured a property in 85 Spencer Road, which is not far from where the first property was or is, and we have built that up, and we are in the process of now, we currently have about 7 females, and we are obviously the programs, when it comes to male and females, it's a different ball game altogether, and we're in the process now of working with females as well. So basically RAUF programs are holistic, and by getting families involved in it, we found that you got a very good success rate up to maybe 60 or 80%, and that is how we've been growing.
Recovering drug addict and clean now for about 14 years. I got involved in heroin, sugars. That was the downhill. That's where my parents came to know that I was on drugs. At first, yes, I didn't want to be in RAUF because I was forced in. So I didn't want to change. I just wanted to continue drugging, partying. Right up to this day, I still do introspect. All the tools that they teach you of how to kill a thought, and the 3 what to do when you're confronted by friends and all of that, I still stick to it. And basically, at this very moment, 14 years later, all I can say is stopping drugs was easy, but staying clean very hard.
My name is Sohail from Johannesburg, recovering drug addict in RAUF from 2012. The drugs of choice was cat, cocaine, rohypnol, alcohol. The life I had before I came into RAUF was a life of destruction and addiction, which brought me to ground level. During my stay in RAUF, from the second month I was in recovery, I've always been in a kitchen. My passion is food. My passion is to feed people and to see a smile on the next person's face. An opportunity came towards me regarding being a chef and carry on my studying further. I took this with both hands through the help with Uncle Ibrahim, Daud and RAUF, which guided me and supported me throughout my career till today. I'm here before you today as a qualified chef at Ilangeni Maharani Southern Sun.
On one of the occasions when I was sleeping on the streets of Durban, in the gutters of Durban, so Allah's mercy, it was at Sheikh Ibrahim Dawood of RAUF. He saw me lying there and he got me picked up by members of RAUF and they took me at the center. I found Allah in RAUF. I started with my namaz, with the education, with the patience, with the love, with the care, with the help I've got with RAUF. I thought over it and everything I was taught and all that, and it was like no looking back. I've been to various programs for a number of years. I didn't miss one outpatient program and everything I was taught. I've still my heart, mind, body, soul and everything's RAUF. Sometimes I shudder to think, like if it wasn't for RAUF, where would I have been today? So alhamdulillah, yeah, I'm listening to everything. 14 years plus I'm kind of clean. I'm very, very sincerely indebted to RAUF with the good work they're doing, and I always tell them I'm always at the call, whatever this thing of the sort.
And over the years in Johannesburg, we have thousands of people that have benefited from the program, families and people who suffer with substance abuse problems. In Cape Town, we've had the same success. In Durban, we have the same success. So RAUF has made huge inroads. Remember, by empowering somebody, you're giving them the tools to deal with the problem. And when that person leaves your program, that person goes back. If a family attends your program, that family is now totally empowered. And now you are creating counselors to go at every level, at every gathering, at every situation, at any surrounding, in whatever shopping malls or wherever they may be going to eat out or do whatever. When it comes to substance abuse, they can say things that can make a difference to other people's lives. That is our aim, to create this huge snowball effect of successes and simultaneously creating people that are empowered to make a difference in other people's lives. Thank you.